Hey friends, okay, so today's video, I'm gonna talk about different habits that we can do throughout our day that will completely transform our life for the better. And so if you are new here, please subscribe, please give this a thumbs up, share this video if you think it'll help somebody else, and let's get into it. So the first thing by far, if there's anything you change this year, maybe you're already doing this, but if you pray first thing in the morning, it will totally change your life. If you're not doing this, I encourage you to get up early. I've been trying is the key word, to get up at 5 and do Bible in a year with Father Mike Schmitz and also Catechism in a year. There's been a lot of sickness in my house lately, so kids are in there sleeping and just my schedule's a little off. But I started off really strong, but I'm gonna get back into it now that everyone's kind of feeling better again. What I would say is start your day off with prayer, because then the rest of your day should be so full of grace. And I try to do an hour if I can of prayer where I'm just like communicating with God, talking to God, asking him to help me, giving me the grace. I have 5 small children and it's a lot. And so when I ask him for help, those days I feel so much better, quite honestly, than the days where I don't pray first thing in the morning. You can always pray at night too, but I just feel like for me, I need the grace that morning. So so that's the first thing. If you can get up a little earlier than your kids or your spouse and go find a quiet spot and do your prayers, I feel like that is super life-changing. Just prayer alone is gonna change your life, right? And the second one that I would recommend is to turn off all your screens, TV, everything an hour before bed. If you do that, you'll sleep better. They say that, you know, the screens kind of mess with your eyes and your brain and all of that. So I've been doing that lately and it is so amazing. So what I'll do is I will not have any phones or screens, and I will pray. I will think about what the day was and what I should do different. I'll read a book. I'll schedule out the next day. So I am like so much more prepared when I take that hour and I reflect on how the day was, what I could do different, and I will write out my schedule for the day. I have this notebook that I absolutely love. It's a planner and every page is a new day, and so I love it because I've been filling that out every day. And I'll even like put what the weather's gonna be for the next day. I'll do the meals that I'm gonna do for the next day. I'll do everything. I'll just like kind of brain dump on that page of everything that needs to get done. And so I have one column for my homemaking and my family, what I need to do. And then the next column is for ministry work. And then the third column I'll use for the people I work with, like what, you know, different tasks we have to go through together. So anyway, it's amazing. I love it. I got this planner from Staples and it's by far my favorite planner that I've used because I just feel so organized in using this planner. Okay, the third thing that I do is I clean my house first thing in the morning. So it's a little chaotic sometimes at night and I'm very, very tired. I'm much more of a morning person, and so sometimes it's not as clean as I would like. But after the kids go to school, I will clean the entire kitchen spotless, and I feel so good the rest of the day. I truly do. And I'll sweep the floor. I will just kind of do a quick pickup because the second my kids get home, my house just turn like a tornado comes in. And we do clean up, but I feel like they don't clean the same way that I do. They help pick up toys and stuff, but it's totally different, right? When you do it yourself. I will clean the entire kitchen, and then I'll do a speed clean throughout the rest of the house after that. And usually Maria is like coloring, or I'll let her watch Benjamin Cello, which is like the sweetest little kids show on forum.org. I've talked about that before, but it's like, it's awesome. Anyway, so I will just like clean the house. I just feel so much more productive the entire rest of the day. So that's the next thing, is just clean your kitchen. I even block off a whole hour. I'll pray my rosary during that time. So that's part of my routine, is just praying the rosary, deep clean in the kitchen, sweep the floor, and the rest of the day is ready to go. The next thing that is a total game changer for me is meal planning. When I meal plan, I have a whole video on it if you want to see, but the weeks that I meal plan are so much better than the weeks that I don't. And usually I'll try to like prep the meals and get them all ready before the kids come home from school, so around lunchtime. If you can do that, then I feel like dinner time, which is always very chaotic in our house, I don't know why. The kids are all doing homework, the kids are running around, they're playing, it's just loud, chaotic. And so if you can meal plan, but also kind of prep for meals each day, like around noon or whenever is best, then when the kids are home, you can just kind of throw everything together and you're ready to go. You just have minimal things to do right before the kids come home. And I know that overwhelms people. It definitely used to overwhelm me. Now I find it super fun. I will just sit down with all my cookbooks and write everything down and write the list of what I want, you know, to pick up from the store. And I actually find it enjoyable now, but at first it was very overwhelming. So, so hopefully if you're in that overwhelming state, it'll become enjoyable for you. Another thing that I highly recommend is going outside as much as possible. I've heard of people where we live, it's Virginia, so it can get cold. I'm from Minnesota, so that gets really cold. But Virginia, I feel like I could do this, where even if it's raining, rain or shine, go outside and walk around the block. I think is such a game changer, just to be out in the fresh air, just to bundle up Maria and go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a long walk, it could be 5 minutes. Or, you know, I've noticed if I'm out there and I'm already walking, I'm like, might as well go longer. Like, it's not like I'm in a rush to be back, but, you know, and it's not like I have to walk fast or anything like that, but just being in the fresh air, getting vitamin D is so important for the health of who we are. Like, I feel like God did that on purpose. So going outside, even with the kids, rain or shine, I think is so important. Another thing that I've been doing since the kids were little, thanks to my husband, he is very like, this, and I am not like that naturally. I'm like, oh, let's just go with the flow. What are we gonna do today? But since having children, it has been so good for my children, and honestly for me, but my children, when there is a routine. So every day we do the same things, you know, and I think it really helps them to feel stable. They know what's coming next. Nothing is shocking to them. So the biggest part is the nighttime routine, I feel like, and morning routine too. Like, we kind of have something there, but nighttime especially, the kids know, they know what's gonna happen. So we'll have dinner, then we'll clean up, we'll do bath, and then we'll do prayers as a family, and then we'll brush teeth and go to bed. So they know that every night that's what we do, and it has been so helpful for my children not to complain. They're like, oh, bedtime. They know that's just part of the rhythm that we do in our family. And if you have kids that are home from school, set a routine with that. Okay, first mom's gonna clean the kitchen, then we'll read books, you know, for a while, and then we'll play something, and then it's snack time, and that, you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't have to be necessarily you're rigid about it, but the kids kind of know what the rhythm is, and throughout the days, they'll understand, and it just kind of cuts out a lot of drama. So I would say have a routine that you enjoy. Pick out things that you enjoy to enjoy that routine. Something else is like, while you're doing dishes, while you're cleaning, while you're doing laundry, pick out, you know, pray a rosary while you're doing it, or a podcast, Bible in a year, catechism in a year. So kind of multitask with the everyday mundane things that we do as homemakers, right? While you're doing that, do something productive along with it. Learn something, you know, instead of just sitting and watching TV, which is fine. Like, I love HGTV every once in a while, but to do something productive while you're doing that, I feel like is so beneficial. Read, listen to books. Like, that's a huge thing too that I've been doing lately, is listening to books while doing things. So those are some of the things, some of my ideas of how to have a really productive life. Like, these little things that, you know, we do throughout the day will help us so much to live a much happier life and just a more free life, quite frankly. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.